I'm making this cabinet out of what's called hobby boards, glued up pine boards that I have a bunch of. The reason I like them is because the wood is very straight. It's not all twisted around. Perhaps it costs a little more and might be a bit wasteful cutting wide pieces into narrow pieces, but I like the quality. Gluing and nailing all of this together. Can't quite cut this all the way in half, so I have to turn it around. No problem. This is external waterproof rated plywood. Good idea for a plant cabinet. I think it's 3/4 inch. Here I'm cutting aluminum that I'm going to make the frame plant tray holders and things out of. It's going to be on threaded rods for infinite adjustability so that I can make things really level. Sometimes you want the water level to be perfect. They'll be screwed down to the bottom and to the top panel. Putting casters on the bottom so I can wheel it around the house if I want to. Not even sure where its permanent home is going to be. Making some brackets just to hold the rods in the wood. Yeah, the fun part is assembling it all. I'll probably never use this technique again. It is precise, but yeah, it takes a little while. Here I came up with a genius idea using the drill to turn the rod. I have vice grip pliers on some of the nuts to keep them from turning so they don't move out of position on me. The rod will go through them. You can see how it's set up here. You can put the light trays and the lights and the trays. Although I figured out I'd rather have cords to adjust the height of the lights easier. I can always change that. I'm putting cleats on the bottom for strength because it'll be tiled. I don't want that plywood to bend, which it will if we put weight on it. That'll crack the tiles. I am custom fitting the tiles into an interesting pattern. I don't have a saw like this. I guess you could cut them by hand. There's actually a hacksaw blade you can buy for cutting tile. It's a rod made of steel with carborundum or diamond coating on it or something. Works really good. The tile on the right's not glued down, it's just sitting there, in case you're wondering. I'm putting the grout lines to make the height a certain height, but it's really not important. Not for this. Those tiles are over 13 inches square. I think they're 13 3/8. I'm following lines I've already drawn. And that's the finished pattern. Putting a little Vero10 on that. Although most of that wood will be covered. I'm putting trim around the bottom. Got the walnut stain. I'm rounding over the corners. Again, this isn't fine furniture, just a plant cabinet. Oh, it will look pretty good. Sanding is the key to making a nice wood project. Of course, I'll have to stain that again, but no problem. That part's not Vero10 yet, so I can sand it and stain it all I want. Find my tools for doing this. I might not have survived the move. I put the tape to protect the wood and stain against the grout. What did we do before brad nailers? Now that part you see comes off because I'm going to put plastic over the cabinet. That will hold the plastic, allow me to adjust it. We'll see that later. This is a plant tray. There'd be 2 of them. A custom fit to fit on the aluminum bars. Using pine beadboard for the bottom. It's easy to work with. It's pretty strong for its size and fairly inexpensive, and it looks nice. No real technical reason to sand the bottom, just I like making things right. I'm waterproofing it with that 6mm vapor barrier plastic. Now I just filmed this even though this cabinet's now a couple of years old. I realized I didn't really have a good video of the finished empty cabinet. There's white plastic on the inside and black plastic on the outside, so no light can escape. It's nice and bright inside. I didn't make a video of building those lamps. There's 8 LEDs in each lamp assembly. The last thing I need to do is drill a big vent hole on top with a cover of some kind so I can adjust the venting. It's one thing I haven't got around to yet. So you can see the plastic's tucked under the frame. It's stapled in the back, but in the front I can close it or open it or do whatever I want. This video is from a few years back when I first made this cabinet. The power supply I put on the side and then I changed my mind and put it on the top where it should have been. So I'm starting my tomatoes and cucumbers and stuff. Various flowers. I haven't made a lot of videos because the lights are pulsed and that puts a black bar through the video. Difficult to actually film. And that's it for this video.